This 15,000 square foot mega mansion of timber and stone dominates the hillside in what's been called the gem of the Catskills. This year-round resort and mountain community is just 2 hours from New York City and has been luring visitors for years, including Will Raphael's family.
All that just became part of the family folklore.
Windham, New York, in the northern Catskills, became such a family favorite that this New York business owner decided it was time to go big or go home. That meant creating a private lodge with enough play space for any age or season. Now Will's family has plenty of room to spread out in a great room with soaring cathedral ceilings and a massive stone fireplace. There's ample space to entertain friends and family, especially when they're off the slopes.
I actually started the whole process with Dick Jordan. He had built many houses on the mountain, so he was an expert. He knew how to cut into the mountain and put the house in the proper place.
Even with a great contractor, Will was involved in every detail.
Will had some ideas, and they generally revolved around round. He wanted logs. He didn't want any square timbers. He wanted round.
Will also wanted to incorporate many of the ideas he'd seen in national park lodges. It took architects a full year to draw up the plans, and another 8 months for Pioneer Log Homes to build it in Montana. Back in New York, Dick and his crew struggled with the biggest challenge of all: how to create a foundation in the side of a mountain made of stone, in the dead of winter.
We had to nestle a rather large home, this is 15,000 square feet, into a rather steep hillside. 1 foot under the soil is rock, ledge rock, that has to be chiseled out.
And in some spots, even blasted out to create a flat surface. After several months, the foundation was ready. Meanwhile, the house in Montana was disassembled and loaded onto trucks. Nearly a dozen semi-trailers made the 2,500-mile cross-country trek. But when they reached Windham Mountain, they hit a major roadblock. The semis couldn't make it through this low, narrow tunnel near the job site, so they had to transfer all those logs onto smaller trucks.
And then once we got all the logs on site, then we started to assemble the house log by log.
4 weeks later, the house was reassembled, but Will was just getting started.
Will tends to spend a lot of time on detail that's exhausting. However, in the final analysis, if you look at anything in this house, you'll see everything is top quality.
When I say I put my heart and soul into it, is because I was here a good 80% of the time, and I constantly was encouraging the workers to give me their best.
Will also wanted the best when it came to materials. Copper plays heavy on the exterior, from the rain gutters to the windows, which are mahogany clad in copper. The price tag for the windows alone, $400 grand. But nothing lasts longer than stone, and this house is loaded with hundreds of thousands of pounds of it. Will went with the crew to the local quarry and hand-picked every stone. It took masons 2 long years to install it.
A lot of houses have what you call lick 'em and stick 'em, and that's a faux stone, and it's just glued to the side of the house. These are stones that were cut and placed all by hand and mortared by hand.
One thing that will stand the test of time, this walk-in fireplace, which is 40 feet high and 10 feet wide, spanned by a single stone.
That mantle is 1 rock. A flatbed truck had to bring 1 rock down.
On the second floor, Will insisted on a tunnel that lets you walk through the chimney to get to the other side of the balcony. Will wanted every detail to look as good in 100 years as it does now.
We try to incorporate historical elements, like the railings in the house. I think they're from the Yellowstone Lodge, so we use that style throughout.
But beauty runs more than skin deep. What makes this house even more amazing is its geothermal system. 18 wells circulate liquid 200 to 300 feet through the mountain below, and the constant 55-degree temperature is used to heat and cool the house. Will insisted on comfort all throughout the house, especially in the kitchen, with its massive 90-square-foot island. This relaxing lodge has 3 levels, but don't even try to count the bedrooms.
We don't have any bedrooms in the house. Did you see any?
Instead, Will insisted on building suites, 6 of them. The master on the main floor, 3 on the second floor, and 2 on the lower level.
Every bedroom has its own private bath. And in that private bath would be a shower, a steam shower.
Will wants to keep his family and guests entertained, even when the ski conditions are bad. And this time, he deferred to the experts.
This is the result of interviewing probably 50 kids. So we have a pool table, championship tournament ping pong table. We have a pinball machine, and my favorite game is our 16-foot shuffleboard.
And for some serious outdoor hang time, Will created this spa, hidden by a stone wall, out of view of passing skiers.
This is one of my favorite places. This is perfect to sit out here when the snow is falling, get in the hot tub. So for those people that come here, many say, well, I don't ski or I don't snowboard. Or I said, well, come up and burn a log. And we'll be here on Windham Mountain for many, many, many years to come.
So what does it cost to build an enduring family mountain retreat when money is no object and compromise is not in your vocabulary? The answer when we come back. This 15,000 square foot log cabin, nestled in the Catskill Mountains, is guaranteed to make a lasting impression. From its massive stone fireplace in the great room to the lower level game room and comfortable suites throughout. The price tag for this dream home family getaway? $9,750,000.